Yo, 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 it's your boy Big Val Opinion, and I'm back tonight. I don't plan on being on here long. I don't plan on being on here forever. I don't plan on being all drawn out. Um, what's up, Miss Lady T? Y'all saw the title of the video was Were Y'all Surprised? Was anyone surprised? If you've been following this case for the last 3 going on 4 years. How could you be anything other than anything except not surprised? Wasn't surprised at all. I didn't watch the sentencing. I didn't care to look at the sentencing. After the verdict, I knew that a sentencing had to happen. What's up, Miss Fan? After the verdict, I knew that a sentencing had to happen because these people were making an assertive effort to do what they did. They spent a lot of time. They spent a lot of money. It cost them a lot of money, for them to do what they did. So at this point, they would rather not give a retrial. What's up, Denzel? They would rather not give a retrial. They wasn't gonna give no acquittal because they had to go through with the final step to the plan that they set out, that they created to take. What you see on the stream, I have a word. I have a word on the stream. When it comes to the Supreme Court, what's up, Willie? This word you see on the stream means a lot when it comes to the Supreme Court. Also, the Supreme Court has a balance scale. And when it comes to that balance scales mean a lot when it comes to the Supreme Court. What we watched was federal, state prosecutors, federal lawyers, federal judge. We watched people just pretty much display their muscle. We watched them just flex their power pretty much. Say 30 years was shocking, but I knew they would play the life card. Yeah, right. Willie say Donnelly is part of the pro prosecutors. Exactly. I honestly, to be truthful, I was expecting to hear something much greater. I felt as though they would try to say a number that would break them down. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole trial has been about trying to break him down. Even after the sentencing, if you all were paying attention, one of the most concerning things that people had after the sentencing is, why did he not speak? Why are they worried about him speaking so much? Why are they so worried about him having remorse? Why is that an issue? Y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all got the man. Y'all got his legacy. To you all, y'all got his legacy. Y'all have tainted his image. Y'all want public perception. So why do y'all want this man to speak? What do y'all want him to say? What were they expecting him to have to say? After you sit here, I'm watching people that I've provided for, I've gave to, I've supported, sit here and talk about me as if I was less than nothing. What do I have to say? Why do I have to speak? What the fuck do I got to talk about? Why should I have fucking remorse? When I'm the victim, I'm the one sitting here facing time in prison when I haven't done nothing but be good to these people around me. Yes, and she helped the prosecutor. I mean, she even put in during the last trial, during the verdict, when they found him guilty, she was putting in sidebars. She was telling Kanik what he could do, what he couldn't do. We see how much she inserted herself into this case as a judge. Right. But my whole thing is why were they so concerned about Robert not giving a statement? What do I gotta give a statement for? Why should I have remorse if I'm innocent? This is the same thing they did to Bill Cosby. They wanted Bill Cosby, if Bill Cosby would just have remorse, if Bill Cosby would have just said he's sorry, they would have took that time up off of him and let him walk free. But Bill Cosby say, I'm an innocent man, and I would never admit guilt to something that I didn't do. So I stand with Cosby, just like I stand with Chaos. But most importantly, I stand for men. I stand for men out here that are trying to make an honest living, doing right by people that may just so happen to come across the wrong female, and this female could end your life with allegations just because you don't choose to want to deal with her no more, just because you choose to walk away from her. You know what I'm saying? Just because enough women come and speculate, oh, this, that, and the third, guess what? You guilty by association. You guilty because you was associated with these females. At some point, we as people, we have to take a stand for something other than taking celebrities down. It people celebrated this shit today. What was this to celebrate? It was people that was happy about this shit today. What was it to be happy about? A lot of these people that's happy about the shit that happened with R. Kelly, guess where they abuser at? Still on the street. Still at their auntie house when they go over there. Still at their grandma house when they go to family gatherings. Their abusers still walking the street free. But they're so happy and celebrating that R. Kelly went down. Finally, R. Kelly went down. Are y'all fucking serious, man? Are y'all serious? When did it ever become cool for black people to celebrate what the white folks did? When did it ever become cool for us as a race to celebrate what the white man done did? What the fuck has happened to us, man? What has happened to our culture? What has happened to our race as a whole? Is this what it all comes down to? Is this what fucking 400 years of slavery brought us? Is this what our ancestors died for? For us to celebrate the takedown of a man in the way that they took him down? I say this, and I stand firm on this. If the man was guilty, why did they have to sham the fucking case the way that they did? Why is there so much corruption around his case? Why is there so many moving pieces around this case? Where's the evidence? A bunch of hearsay. A bunch of she said this, she said that, this did this did that. A bunch of people who work for him. A bunch of people who work that wanted to say they ass. So we just gonna what y'all need us to say type shit, right? Whatever y'all need us to say, we can corroborate. People act as if that docu-series, man, them people rehearsed that shit for over a year before they even started filming it. They rehearsed it for over a year before they started filming it. So they come with the question is, all these women can't be saying the same thing. You fucking right, they can be. If they've been rehearsing it for over a fucking year, why can't they be saying the same thing? They have had time to study. They've had time to look over. I mean, everything. Of course they can say the same. Of course they can be saying the same thing. Why could they not be saying the same thing? They worked on they practiced on this surviving R. Kelly a whole year before they started filming. So why could they not be saying the same thing? But then I get to a point to where I ask myself, why are people celebrating something like this? Is this a victory for the culture? This ain't for the fucking culture. This is gonna be the takedown of your brother, your uncle, your son, your dad, you know, one day. Maybe even you. At some fucking point, even with the more we listen to these accusers talk, the more and more they reveal their intentions. The more we listen to them talk, the more they shy away from their testimony. The more we listen to these accusers talk, the more they say the government said that. The more we listen to these accusers talk, the more they say the government made me say that. The more we listen to these accusers talk, the more we hear them say, I love Robert. The more we listen to these accusers talk, the more we hear them say, I didn't want to do that. But my problem with all of that is, if you didn't want to do it, why did you even participate in the first place? So at some point in time, you wanted to do what you did. You may just didn't think that it would go as far as it went, but you did what you did. And you got to see God for that. Because if your intentions wasn't pure, and if you sat there and you took an oath and lied, knowingly lied, you got to see God for that. But see, what they're not understanding is, hold on, let me take this down. Let me take this down right quick. What's really not being understood is, hold on. What's really not being understood is this. Kels already knew he had to go through this. He already knew he had to walk down this dark road. He knew that he would be walking down this dark road alone, but he had some real supporters out here. He had some real fans that was gonna be the voice at the end of the tunnel. He had people at the end he had a light at the end of the tunnel. Even though it seemed as if it was miles and miles away, at the end of the day, long as he able to see that light, he know that he has another day coming. Long as you able to see that light, he knows that he has another day coming. Everything that went on from the day they picked him up until today was already set in stone. God said, this is what I have in store for you. God had already pre-warned Robert. That's why he was able to conduct himself the way that he was able to conduct himself. We done seen people get 5 years in the courtroom and fall all out. You know, we done seen people get 10, 15 years and be all upset, mad, and angry. But God told Kel, this will be your fate. But I need you to just sit and be patient, because the work that I'm doing is gonna free you, but it's gonna bring a lot of more people gonna replace you in the spot that you're in right now. Once the Supreme Court read this case and see every motion that Jennifer put in was point on point, they did not want to address those motions. They did not want to address those text messages. They did not want to address the enticing. They did not want to address the breaking and entering. They did not want to address the stealing. They did not want to address none of that. But that's okay. Everything that they skipped over, they would have to come back to. Everything that they skipped over, they will have to come back to. Because he who laughed first shall laugh last. Trust me. All this bullshit corruption, the judge helping them, you can't tell me that these motions that Jennifer put in wasn't point on, spot on, detailed to the T, with proof, with evidence, with facts, and this judge didn't see not one motion that this lady put in to be good enough, at least for a retrial. But see, the thing about it, if she give a retrial, that means what did she do wrong in the first case she would have to answer to. She wasn't finna make herself look stupid. She wasn't finna make herself look crazy. So she wasn't finna give a retrial. She wasn't finna give her acquittal, because there's no way that she could have done what she done if she looked over the paperwork as detailed as she did the second time, the first time. That's all it does. All it does, man. For me, I don't care about the clout chasing. I don't care about being the number one this and number one that. But what I do care about is that brother look like me. That brother look like me. I got 5 sons. That brother look like them. I got 5 sons that look like him. At the end of the day, this shit could be anybody. But for people to be rejoicing, that's the same shit they did to Jesus Christ when they put him on that cross and they buried him. Everybody walked away rejoicing, smiling and laughing. But then when they went back to go check to see if he was still there, when they went back to go check to see if he was still there, man, y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. They laughed, celebrated when they put Christ on the cross. It was all everybody rejoicing, having a good time. But they didn't know what they had did. They didn't find out what they had did until they went back to see if he was still there. They didn't find out what they did until they went back to see if he was still there. And when they moved that stone, he was gone. They didn't know where he had went. They didn't know where he went. But where they left him, he no longer resided there. So the judge may have put Kels in a cell, but one day they're going to call that number and he will no longer be residing in that cell. One day, all of those people who preyed upon this man, all of those people who buried this man and left him for dead, all of those who gave up, All of those who quit, all of those that rejoiced, all of them shouted, happy. Guess what? Your day gonna come. Because what you don't do is rejoice in somebody's demise. It's okay if you agree with what they said. But once you start to rejoice in the demise of somebody else, guess what you start to do? You bring God to that. God's attention comes right to that situation. God gonna come to that situation and say, why are they rejoicing when this man is so broken? Why are people so happy to see a man go down like this? See, God has questions that he has to ask. And it takes for people to do the dumb stuff that they do as in celebrate the demise of a man who has yet to speak his truth. We only heard one side of this story for over 4 years. Only one side. Only one side. So we've only heard one side of a story that only went the way that they wanted it to go. But what happens when the other side starts to come out? Well, we see partially what happens. We see partially what happens when the other side starts to come out. The judge does everything that she can do to possibly bury the facts. And Donnelly bring facts out, she covered that up. She denied it. And Donnelly bring out more facts. She denied it. And brings out more facts. She denied it. She just denied. I can't wait. The one thing that I really am interested in seeing is once this case goes to Supreme Court, I'm really interested in seeing how many motions Ann Donnelly denied versus how many she approved from the defense versus how many she approved from the prosecution versus how many she denied from the defense. And I mean the defense starting with Greenberg, Mike Leonard, Nicole, all of them. From the beginning, I'm very interested in knowing how many motions did Bonjean deny from the defense versus how many did she approve from the prosecution. I would really like to see that number. Because leave it to me, only motion that she granted from the defense was an extension when Kenneth came on, an extension when Jennifer came on. She only approved about 2 to 3 motions. She only approved about 2 to 3 motions from the defense versus everything that the prosecution put in. She gave them access. She granted every motion that the prosecution put in and denied the motion that the defense put in, except to get extensions. To get an extension. That's it. That's all. Any motion that Jennifer put in that made sense and had validity to it, she denied it. I mean, she denied. Can I get y'all to understand this? This lady denied a motion from Jennifer and had never even read it. The lady denied a motion and had never even read it. She denied a motion from Jennifer and had never even read the motion. What type of shit is that? Where do they do that at? How do you deny a motion that you haven't even read? This happened in May. Just back in May, Jennifer put in a motion. She denied the motion and hadn't even read the motion. Make that make sense. The woman denied a motion and hadn't even read it. But this word on the screen, I want y'all need to get real familiar with this word that's on the screen right here. Prejudice. Because when it comes to the Supreme Court, this word that y'all seeing on this screen right now means a lot. What's up, Kim? What's up, Gemini? This word that y'all are seeing on the screen right now, when it comes to the Supreme Court, this word that y'all are seeing means a lot. Exactly, Style. She did not want to take that L. She did not want to take that L. But y'all read this. Prejudice. To cause one to have a prejudicial and unfavorable opinion on someone or something. What do we see within this case? We saw a lot of prejudice acts. We saw a lot of prejudice acts within this case. I wonder now that everything is over with, are we gonna hear from the jurors now? Now that everything is over with, are we gonna hear from the jurors now? Are they able to talk now? Even though they was unsequestered during the verdict, after the verdict, during the verdict reading, she unsequestered the jurors, but we have yet to hear anything from these people. How did we even get to this point? When the jury, when half of the jurors, over half of the jurors, had agreed that they had seen surviving R. Kelly. Some of them said they had a problem, they had issues with pedophiles or things of that nature. You know, they liked it. Gloria Allred, this, that, and the third. I mean, how did we even get here with the jury selection? When the jury selection questionnaires came out, that should have been a red flag there alone. The jury questionnaires should have been a red flag alone. But I tell y'all, we're going to need prayer. And ain't no sense. I know people are down. I know people feeling discouraged. But guess what, man? Like I told myself, I've been following this case for three almost going on 4 years. I didn't expect nothing less than what I heard. I didn't expect nothing less than what I saw. I didn't. Everything that came out was already spoken to me. I thought it would be higher. I did. Just because of the judge, just because of how she is, just because of how she moved. I thought it would be a higher number. I thought it would be a higher number. I did. So when I heard 30, I'm like, I kind of like, it was like a breath of fresh air for me. I'm like, whew, okay, 30, okay. That's better than life. But I was really thinking hearing some way outstanding numbers to try to get an emotion, because these people want a reaction out of R. Kelly so bad. They want a reaction from him so bad. They want to see him bow down to them. They want to break him. This is all about chaos. This is all about them wanting him so bad. They want him to break down so bad. They want him to beg so bad from them. This man is not finna give to y'all. If y'all hadn't seen anything else, I mean, I'm a Leo and I'm stubborn. And I know Kels is a stubborn man. But it's a difference than being stubborn and knowing that you're innocent. It's a difference when you're stubborn and knowing that you're innocent. That's just what it is. Jennifer took this case because she saw a lot of things in this case that didn't sit right with her. And she say normally when she see those things that she that it's a good thing. Let me read some of y'all comments. People re-elevate the Democrat Party if they are voting Democrat. As for me, I vote independent and will withhold my if I'm not right to vote on something on the ballot. Right? Okay. Answer say yeah. I thought she was gonna say something like 150. I was looking at somewhere up in the 60 range myself. She say and he never acknowledged him and he never acknowledged him. For I bet you are Kelly ready to unleash on all of them. Exactly. Shout out to Bill Cosby. Ain't giving so-called victims millions. Right. Uh, Ashley said I was so happy when they said he did not show any emotion, standing strong in his innocence. Of course, you have to. You have to. You innocent. Why you gonna be emotional? I wish Kels had Jennifer sooner. Yes, that would have been great. That would have been a big thing. I think. I mean, that first group of people dropped the ball horribly. Um, BMW Monroe. I thought minimum of 50. Okay, yeah, I was up there in the rain. I was up there in that rain. Excuse the typo. I meant them. My bad. Yeah, they showed their hand though. They showed their hand. The government most definitely showed their hand, and they can celebrate. They can celebrate. They can celebrate right now. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, they can celebrate right now. They can celebrate. They can celebrate all they want to. Can y'all hear me? Just put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. I mean, okay. Yeah, Jennifer, they didn't want to extend this. They didn't want to extend this because Jennifer told them that she was bringing on specialists, she was bringing on forensics, she was bringing on people that to specialize in different department that could help go over some of this evidence to verify some of the authenticity of some of these signatures and things of that nature. So these people knew it was about to get serious. So they had to hurry up and go and do what they had to do. Because as long as they got a conviction, that's success for them. Whether it get overturned, it doesn't fall back on them. It don't fall back on them. They gonna just say our job was done. Our part was completed. Now we got them there. We got them there. Keeping them there is not our problem. Keeping them there is not our problem. But it's sad. And y'all see how a motherfucker could come sit right up under you and act like they love you. Act like they care about you. Act like they'll get a world for you. And then turn around and stab you in your motherfucking back. Make that shit make sense. How do you trust any fucking body in this world these days? This fucking world is cold, bruh. It's a cold world out here. People come and befriend you with ulterior motives, man. Nowadays, it makes it hard for you to trust people.
I used to feel so sorry for people, man. I used to feel so sorry for females going through certain shit, you know, dealing with certain type of relationships. Now at this point, man, I swear, bro, I promise I can't feel how I used to feel. I can't feel how I used to feel. I used to always, man, you wrong for doing that to this female. Why you treating females like this? The whole time, these are the type of games that some females out here play with people's lives. This shit is so fucking sad, bro. It's sad and more so pissing me off that it's people out here that really come and befriend you. Act like they love you. Act like they care about you. Live off of you. Survive off of you. Take care of their family off of you. And then once you say no more, then next thing you know, you the worst fucking person in the world. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But we gonna keep fighting. And a lot, and then it's still like, with all of this shit going on, people still down at the courthouse with the bullshit. They still at the courthouse with the bullshit. Still with the drama. This man fighting for his fucking life, bro. And motherfuckers still on the same dumb, stupid ass shit, man. That shit is so fucking sickening to me. That's why I just push back. That's why I push back, man. Because there's a lot of these motherfuckers out here faking and frauding, trying to stick in with the motherfucking real supporters, with the real fans out here, the real people who out here that's really supporting, who really want to who really want to fight for the injustice of Robert Sylvester Kelly, and you still got motherfuckers out here doing the same stupid dumbass shit for the last 3 years. Make that shit make sense. If you got a problem with a motherfucker, you deal with that shit on your personal time. Don't be coming to them fucking court dealing with that shit. This man fighting for his fucking life. Bad enough that these people already think we can't get along. They think we can't sit in the same room together. They think we animals. They think they don't take us serious as it is. And then yet we get down to a federal courthouse, federal building, and these motherfuckers got nerve to want to start talking shit. That's another fucking thing that pissed me off. What's up with it, sir?
What's up, you big vibe? What's going on, baby?
Not much, man. Not much.
Hey, man. At the end of the day, we all knew this was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You just gotta stay prayerful, man, and hopefully the appeal process and everything go well for Kels, and everybody just understand, man. You know, he was up between a rock and a hard place with the situation anyway. Because if you really think about it, he didn't really had no fighting. The story was one sided in the first place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I was telling one of my homegirls today, I said at the end of the day, the man that can be put on anybody if you really think about it, if you really want to know the truth on any given day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's an agenda right now, and we have to be prepared to not only for ourselves as men, but for our sons, uncles, and stuff like that, man. So let's stay vigilant and just keep doing the right thing.
And we can put the man act on a woman too, so you know how these women want to fly men out.
Exactly. So I just tell everybody, man, just stay encouraged. You know, Bonji ain't gonna do her thing. My biggest thing right now for the Chicago case, and I've been saying this for the last couple of months, is a chain of custody when it comes to the tapes or whatever it was that Avenatti supposedly had or whatever. Because at the end of the day, anything that's supposed to be so-called child porn, you don't turn it over to CNN and allow them to look at it and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a big issue. You know what I mean? So I look forward.
Got it.
Exactly. So I look forward to seeing how she gonna work, you know, and do this thing or whatever. And I think he gonna come out all right in Chicago.
Because she got on top of it. She got on the Chicago trial just in time. You know, she just came into this New York shit like at the last minute. But she right on time for the Chicago trial. And like I tell everybody, it's important that she get a severance from Darryl McDavid. And if he hadn't done nothing, why do he want to be charged? Why do he want to be tried alongside R. Kelly? If he's innocent, make it make sense. If I ain't done shit, I don't want to be standing on side him who's being accused of all these crimes.
Well, you remember, I think it was either in 2021 or it might have been 2020. And I don't know if it was on I don't know if I read it in an article or if I seen it on one of the YouTube channels, but the president of SunTrust Bank said there was some. Remember, he said talking about some irregularities in R. Kelly's account.
Right.
And he closed it, and so that told me right then and there was a lot of bullshit going on with that man's money.
Yeah, and see, a lot of people don't understand. I told people this months ago. Steve Greenberg had been around the R. Kelly account. He was the one investigating the money. Where was the money going? He just took on the case because the case just came about as he was already there.
Correct.
So a lot of people, you know, Steve wasn't equipped to fight this type of case. He was only there trying to figure out where Kel's finances went. That's why Don Russell was so hell bent on getting Steve Greenberg out of there, because Greenberg was gonna expose the shit with him and his mama, who supposed to been doing Kel's taxes.
Correct.
How did the man still owe $20 million in taxes? If y'all say y'all
Right.
See, a lot of shit was gonna come to the light in Chicago. That's gonna make a lot of sense, and then a lot of pieces to the puzzle gonna come together with Darryl McDavid and all of his compadres and how all this shit shaped up. To hear them talk about Aaliyah and a marriage, all this shit. When y'all know this man admitted that this man had nothing to do with that. Didn't know nothing of it, and y'all still went about this shit? Are y'all serious?
Well, the part that gets me is with the whole Aaliyah thing, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they investigated that during the 2008, 2002, 2008, time frame of this trial. If there was something going on, I'm quite sure they would have had R. Kelly ass up under the bus already. Period.
Even if he would have obstructed justice in 2008, he would have been locked up in 2008.
Exactly.
It took them fucking 30 years, 20 years to come back and get him for obstructing.
Exactly. Because if you notice, from 2008 up until 2015, 2016, all you heard was R. Kelly going on tours and shit, or whatever the case may be. That's all you heard. Then all of a sudden, this shit come into play. And I said to myself, it must be some bullshit coming from somewhere.
Damn, people. Well, how can they all be saying the same thing? They worked on this shit for a whole year before they started filming. So you mean to tell me most of these motherfuckers was still around this man while they was filming this show, practicing for this show? That show you how treacherous these motherfuckers were. They still dealing with him. And they leaving to go rehearse for this show.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Nicole Blank Becker knew a judge or somebody in Detroit or something. It was some weird shit. I don't want to quote it wrong, but it was something about a judge in Detroit or something. I don't know. I have to go look at my notes, man, to really get it right. But
because we got a lot of notes, boy. We've been at this shit all 4 years. We've been at this shit almost 4 years, bro. It's a lot of notes out there. And for the people that's on the other side celebrating and rejoicing, we ain't mad at y'all. Y'all do what y'all do. But when it's all said and done, and there's nothing else left to say, he who laughs first shall laugh last.
Right.
That's it.
But and another thing, and I've been saying this for a while too. If a man likes underage women, why is it necessary for you to lie about your age and have a fake ID? Number one.
Exactly. It don't make sense. And I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if people remember when I had the police officer on. I did a live with a police officer that worked with me. He's an ex-police officer. He worked with me. I did a live about a year ago. And I asked him, I say, how do you handle a situation if you come into contact with a underage female that's dealing with a of age male? He said, well, how we would do that, we would take notes, we would come, we would ask for identification. If they present identification, we take notes. We take our notes. If everything checks out, then we leave. He say if something comes back that the girl is underage, we take the girl away we take the girl away and we put the perpetrator in cuff. You know, we handcuffed the perpetrator pretty much. So if they went to this hotel room and this girl was 17, that means they supposed to been Kale's supposed to been locked up then. So
correct.
what did they do? What could have took place for them not to lock him up then and let him and not to say nothing to her? I say she had to be fucking 18. And like the guy,
correct,
the officer told me, he said every officer carries something that's called a police Bible. And that's where they write all of their notes in. Why didn't they subpoena those officers that went on that call? Why wasn't those officers in court? So hopefully during the appeal process, Jennifer can try to contact who was the officers on duty during the time that this girl presented the identification that showed that she was 18 years old. You know, get that, and they have to present this stuff. They have it. Officers have it. The guy told me officers have it. They have something called police Bibles that they take notes when they go on every call. They have to take notes.
Mm-hmm.
But
correct.
If you know, I let they can rejoice and be happy with what they got. You know, but at the end of the day,
you know what, man? I don't even worry about or even trip off the people that celebrate, because at the end of the day, you know what? I'm looking for fairness, justice.
That's it.
And resolve. Because at the end of the day, it could be anybody, even if it's even the people on the other side that celebrating and rejoicing or whatever the case may be. Because if you look at the way these laws are going and the trajectory of this country, it's a lot of shit that's changing right up under our noses, and a lot of people ain't paying attention.
Hell yeah, it's a lot of shit that's going on. And like I say, the man that just doesn't apply to a man, it applies to women too.
Mm-hmm.
All y'all women out there want to meet a man online and fly him out to you and show him a lifestyle that he never seen and send him back home and never answer the phone for him again. Guess what he can do? He can put charges on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's simple as that. It's just as simple as that. Geronda, she lied to the courts. She was all in this man's court case. She was all in the courtroom during this man's first trial in 2008, where you had to be 18 or older to be inside of this court. How did they fucking try to say that this man didn't know that? So she just decided one day I woke up and told the truth. But she lied all the way through this trial. She lied to get in the courtroom. But she told him the truth.
From my understanding, I could have sworn he said that he didn't even know who she was. So correct me if I'm wrong.
That's what he said. Because everybody said she had a relationship with Bubba. But even during her testimony, this shit that caught my eye during her testimony when she said that when she got her first settlement, she gave Bubba $4,000 out of her settlement. So I'm thinking to myself, how the hell is he work? He worked for R. Kelly. What the fuck you doing giving him $4,000 of your money, your settlement to him? What sense do that make?
Which
What
means,
deal did y'all make that you had to give him $4,000 out of your settlement?
so which means when the whole time she was so-called hopping the wall and being in his house when he wasn't there, who let her in?
My point exactly. She got pictures, but no pictures with him on it. She just got pictures in his bed.
Okay, now you follow me with that. If you notice the people that's really been around R. Kelly, there's pictures of them being with R. Kelly, right?
Right.
I posed this question on somebody's chat today, and I said, did he know Lizette Martinez?
I don't know. I can't prove it.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Even the woman with the T-shirt just said he spit in her face 9 times. She kept a T-shirt for 9 years.
Now who does some shit like that?
You count how many times the man spit in your face. But see, people that was involved with Kel, like Bubba and them, they knew the scheme. Bubba and them, they just passed this lawsuit scheme was passed down. Starting with Demetrius and Tiffany Hawkins. Then it passed it down to the next group of women. Passed it down to the next group of employees. All the employees he ever had, they always found women that put in these lawsuits to get money because they knew that Kels never saw the lawsuit. They knew once Darren McDavid got it, he gonna send them to Susan. Susan gonna send the paperwork over. He gonna sign off on it. They gonna bust it down 3 ways. Everybody have a nice day.
Mm-hmm. Because what I know, he had sued some young lady that said that she was pregnant or something. And I think he won that case, whatever, by DNA or whatever. So that told me right there, he was starting to open his eyes and start seeing some stuff. But
he wanted to fight. The thing is, he said it. He wanted to fight all of these allegations, but he was advised by his fucking management not to.
Exactly.
So if I want to fight these allegations and my management is advising me not to, then who the fuck is to blame?
Right. And better yet, who the fuck can I talk to if they deny me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Telling me not
they
to say
telling
anything.
me, no, I got this. What up with it, Dana J? No, I got this. I'm gonna take care of this. The whole time you motherfuckers taking care of it how y'all want to take care of it. See, this motherfucker Gary McDavid, he did so much stealing, and he did all these settlements to cover his ass. All these settlements was to cover his ass. All of these settlements was to cover all the fucking embezzlement that was going on behind the scenes. It's fucked up. But at the end of the day, I do see another case coming. I do see another day, a light coming for Kel. Because in the Supreme Court, y'all see that word on the screen. I keep telling people, pay attention to this word that's on the screen. When you go to Supreme Court, this word is very, very critical, man. This is a critical word. When it comes to Supreme Court, I just played a video a while back of a similar case when a guy was in court for sexual allegations. He was being charged for 3 different women he was being charged for. But the prosecution brought in 5 other women that he wasn't being charged for. The Supreme Court told the prosecution, why are these uncharged acts even here? Why are these women even here? If he's not being charged for these other 5 women, why are they even here?
Right.
He told him, we not here to put this man's personal life on trial. He only can be charged for the things that he's being charged with. He says, so y'all parading in all these uncharged acts is only going to put fire in the hearts of the jury.
Right.
And so how many uncharged witnesses we saw with R. Kelly? He's only charged for how many females was it? How many Jane Does was it? 6?
5, 6, 5 or 6.
But they had 50 people come up and talk.
Right.
Make it make sense.
That's true. And I don't know if you know, you remember was it Superfly, the movie?
Yeah.
You remember the young brother that was in there that was the jealous one?
Yep.
He just got uh convicted out here in Cali. I think they gave him 50 or 100 years or some shit.
Damn.
Sort of the same thing like R. Kelly. Same shit.
And you see how they try to do Chris Brown? Then Chris
Oh
Brown,
yeah.
in this case, you ain't heard shit else about it. Chris Brown suing that girl.
Exactly.
You ain't heard nothing about that. He pressed charges and everything on him.
Because he was smart enough to say them goddamn text messages. You see what I'm saying?
Hell
Sent them straight to his lawyer. Here's what I got.
And
Here's
they
what
act
she
like
said.
this shit don't happen. That's the shit that kills me. They act like this shit doesn't go on every day.
You know what's funny? You had those text messages supposedly from the mother, right?
Yeah.
So if you can so-called use audio to convict somebody, then you can do the same damn thing with text messages like they're doing with everybody else when it comes to the internet and busting motherfuckers.
Yeah, but see, and Donnelly knew those text messages was in Robert's favor. She wouldn't let shit that was in Robert's favor come to light in the court, just like Kennick did. Kennick had video. Kennick had audio shit from them witnesses, from them accusers saying certain things, but and Donnelly would not allow Kennick to play none of his audio. This
Which
is
I
Ann
find to
Donnelly
be
inserting herself into the case. I promise you, she had more sidebars than Kennick had. And she the judge.
right.
Big bro Dana say he coming on tomorrow to break it down. Most definitely. I'm gonna most definitely be on there to catch it when Dana come on there. I'm gonna most definitely be on there to catch it when Dana come on there. But she had more sidebars than the defense team, and Donnelly did. Every time
Right.
Kennick started getting into one of the accusers' ass, Dana said she had more sidebars than everybody had. Right. She kept redirecting Kennick. Every time Kennick get the crossing the accusers, she kept on redirect everything. Like, are you the fucking judge? Or are you the goddamn cut man in the corner? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand your position now. You know, you might well take your robe off and go over and put on a prosecutor suit.
Well, I think even because by the fact of her being a judge and being a former prosecutor, I'm not sure if this was her first case. I think didn't she try drug cases in the beginning?
I don't even know where the hell that witch come from, man. But I tell you, boy, she's the worst person to have on your ass. She worse than a dog on a mailman, goddamn me.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he gonna be all right, man. He got the right person on his team. And at the end of the day, like I say, we all have to stay vigilant, keep our eyes open, trust the process.
That's it.
I would, I know everybody kind of sad and upset or whatever. Don't be upset. Don't be mad because at the end of the day,
No.
R. Kelly belongs to God, whether anyone wants to believe it or not. Okay, and he has an assignment for him that has not been completed.
No. Everything happened from the beginning of this case until today had to happen. That's what I tell you. He had to go through it. And Dana, my brother, used this word all the time, draining the swamp. See, God draining the swamp. See, this is what they understand. See, this 30-year verdict, this 30-year sentencing, a lot of these people that had been hiding in the bushes and staying out, laying low, guess what they about to do now? They about to pop out. Now, he ain't got sentenced. They about to come out now. They feel like they safe now. They feel like they secure. This is what God wants to do. God wants those people to show their hand, show your face. Where were y'all? It's been a while since I seen y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Meet again.
Right.
Here we meet again. I don't, I agree that some supporters, some fans went too far with certain things. But why the fuck are they only locking up people on the defense side when there's people on the other side of this, on the prosecution side, that it went too far? That it said disrespectful things, came at people's family, attacked others. But they always want to try and make R. Kelly look like he got all of this bullshit going on. R. Kelly don't control nobody platform on this fucking internet.
Exactly. And if he did have any kind of involvement, they would have fucking known just on conversations they recording the fucking, when he on the phone. The
Right,
man ain't done.
But you also got people out here alleging to talk to this man on the phone. So,
man, look, I know damn well he has a list of certain people that he talked to. He ain't fucking talking to everybody.
No, hell no.
Let's just keep it a buck. He ain't talking about fucking everybody. I don't even know the fucking man.
He ain't talking to hardly nobody. The man ain't got married and everything.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even know the man personally, but I know goddamn well with all the shit he going through, he ain't talking. If you look at him and the way he being silent, he's basically telling you, I'm sticking to this, but I'm gonna let somebody speak on my behalf. I think when it comes to Chicago, we're gonna see a whole lot of shit open up that we haven't even seen before.
But you see what the media was doing after they mad because he didn't speak. They mad because he didn't say nothing.
The man
y'all got what y'all want.
Look, when the man speak, it's a problem. When he don't speak, it's a problem. He damned if he do, and he damned if he don't.
Right. My point exactly.
So what the hell else you want him to do? And see, that's the part that pisses me off with the government and anybody else that want to say, okay, if the man is speaking his truth and the judge is saying, oh, you did this because of that, or the government saying he lying about this, well, then what the fuck is he supposed to say?
Well, they crazy, man.
I mean, excuse my language and all, brother. I'm sorry, but
no, you good. They crazy.
I just get so frustrated, with a lot of the BS, and I don't get caught up in what people do and don't do. But at the end of the day, if you don't use your fucking common sense and look at the bigger picture, if I'm fighting for my life, allow me to speak my truth, but don't call me a liar. And if I'm not speaking, I got a goddamn lawyer that's gonna speak for me. Let them do their fucking job.
And that's what I hate about. That's what I hate about people in general. If you ask me how I feel and I tell you how I feel, don't turn around and try to tell me how you think I fucking feel when I just told your ass how I feel.
Boom. So
out here it's just a bunch of sensitive ass shit. But to all the people out here that's been down, the people who've been holding down, people who've been staying loyal, people who are committed, man, look, this is just a minor defeat right now. This is a minor defeat. But y'all understand, in a fight, you go 12 rounds. It's 12 rounds in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You can lose all 11 rounds and get to the 12th round in one punch. Will make up for all the rounds that you lost.
Exactly.
So it ain't we ain't discouraged over here. We still got our heads up. We still praying because guess what? We believe in God. And if y'all believe in God, y'all believe that God is God and God has the last and final say so, ain't no reason to be down. Y'all already knew this was coming.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew this was coming. When we saw the judge movement, we saw the judge deny these motions. We saw the judge doing all these sidebars. When we saw the judge allowing the prosecution to change the language of a charge while they in court.
Look, last but not least, not only that, when you do a superseding indictment 2 or 3 times, you're trying to present something because you know you don't have the real evidence to really get him in the first place. So we already knew that shit was coming when they did it 3 times.
Hell yeah.
You already knew that they was on some bullshit. Because when that judge told them, look, y'all need to come back with something, or we're going to have to drop all this shit. So what they do, supersede. So when you supersede, you're basically adding on shit or going to other jurisdictions where something may have happened previously. So you're going to supersede that shit and go to the next one and so forth and so on. So you already knew this shit was coming.
Look what Jim and I done say, so I'm confused. I'm like, which one is it? Mute R. Kelly or y'all want him to speak?
Right.
I agree. 100%.
I agree 100% with that one, for real. Real talk, real shit.
But say nothing. He sat there emotionalist. He don't have a spine. He don't care. He doesn't care about those girls.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you really care about victims, you will be busting your ass doing all this shit of people that's missing in Chicago, LA, Washington, DC, New York City, or whatever the fuck the case may be.
Over 300,000. Is it 300 million missing people? Out of that, over 300-something thousand out of 3 million or something like that. If I may be quoting it wrong, are missing black girls.
Exactly.
Like we sitting playing videos on my live in Chicago of girls who are being chained in abandoned houses.
Exactly.
You know, I'm sitting here reporting every time I get reports of missing girls out of the Chicago area, all around. I'm showing this. I done got to the point now when I go into the Walmarts and local stores, I'm looking at the missing person wall. I'm looking up here. I'm like, man, look at all these people missing. You don't see none of these. You don't see none of this advertised on the TVs no more. Who looks at a missing person wall when they go on Walmart anymore? Nobody.
You know, it's funny you said that because I've been doing that for the last year and a half. And I go, fuck, really? Like, damn. You know, it's some weird shit, but like I say, man, it's their whole agenda is backwards, and I could be wrong, but I can't see somebody as talented as he is and all the shit that he has to do or been doing, and so-called 6 people over 30 years supposedly.
Only 6.
If that was the case, you would have had
6.
more than that. You would have had more than that.
But see what they're trying to do in Chicago, they took the statute of limitation, that bullshit. They trying to find some more women from somewhere.
Well, if you notice, when Bill Cosby got out, or it was either when he got out or right before he went in, the state of Pennsylvania did the same thing. California did the same thing. Took off the statute of limitations. I'm going, well, why is it's mighty funny they did it when 2 black men be made the face of this shit.
Yeah.
But prior to that, nothing.
But they went to the movies on June the 24th to celebrate Elvis' new movie, right? I had people in my chat, oh, he didn't do this. Man, you don't get your lying ass out of my comment section. Talking about he didn't date no 14-year-old. You stupid motherfucker. Who is you? They depicted in the movie.
Right.
How you gonna tell me what the man didn't do? They showed it in the movie.
And look, wasn't that mighty strange how they played that shit though?
Oh yeah, they did it. It was all intentional. All intentional. They rubbed it in our face to say our people can do what we want to do, but we gonna charge y'all for it.
Pretty much.
Y'all even think y'all can do this shit. We gonna let y'all know this ain't for y'all to do.
Yeah, pretty much, brother. Pretty much.
Man, look here, man. I ain't come on here to hold y'all alone tonight. I just wanted to come on here because I seen some of our people, some people was asking me to come on. I appreciate you, though. You came up on the panel. I really appreciate that. You don't normally come up on the panel, but I really appreciate you coming up on the panel. And
oh no, man. Go ahead, brother.
I just want everybody to keep the same energy we've been having for the last 3 years, man. Remain positive, remain humble, remain hopeful. Guess what, man? R. Kelly said it best. Prayer changes, man. Prayer changes things. And if y'all don't believe in the prayer that y'all praying, y'all motherfuckers need to stop praying. Period.
Real talk.
Ain't no sense of praying if you don't believe in it. Ain't no sense of calling on Jesus if y'all don't believe in him.
Facts.
Y'all can cut it out. Right now, it's time for the real prayer warriors. Right now is the time to be really calling and leaning on the Lord. And when y'all say we're going to give this situation to the Lord, that means give it to the Lord. You can't give a situation to the Lord and still try to work on it yourself. God don't work like that. He's a jealous God. So when y'all give y'all problems to him, y'all give them to him. And y'all no longer have to worry about those burdens no more. Y'all no longer have to do that work. All you got to do is water that seed. And when you give that problem to God, the way you water that seed is you continue to pray. You don't try to fix it. You don't try to work on it. God, I'm giving you my prayer. My prayer is that you vindicate this man from this cell, that you watch and protect this man while in this cell. You no longer have to work on that no more. All you have to do is water that seed now.
Facts.
That's it. We got to continue. We've been planting these seeds for the last 3 years. Just because it's at this point right now don't mean stop watering it. You got to continue to water that seed. Eventually, them gates going to open. Like I told y'all, them people laughed. They put Christ on the cross, buried him. They put Christ, stuck him in the ground. They left. They say he's done. He's dead. He's done. They came back to check and see was he still there. Guess what? He was gone. So Ann Dunley may have put Kels in the cell, but guess what? One day they're going to go to check and see if he's still there. He going to be gone.
Boom.
He going to be gone. Then what they going to do? What they going to say then? When they come, he got mistreated. He was railroaded. He was never given a fair trial. All these people had lied. All these bad act witnesses. What they going to say when his side started to talk? See, God going to tell Kel's side. He ain't got to tell it. We only heard the prosecution side. We only heard from these accusers. The real side still is yet to come out.
Facts.
That man been quiet for a reason because he know he don't have to speak his side. His side is going to come out with proof. It's going to come out with facts. And it's going to come out with evidence. He ain't going to have to say nothing.
Facts.
I'm going to let Sir close out with what he got to say before I get up out of here. But I'm telling y'all people, man, we got to stay and maintain the course that we've been maintaining. And we can't get off. We can't get off. If we believe in Kels, believe in them. Fight for them, fight with them to the end.
Facts. Well, Brother Big Bob, I want to say, man, appreciate you allowing me to be on your channel. I kind of got on a few other people's channel because I felt like I got a voice and I wanted to kind of say some things just based on what I'm seeing. At the end of the day, the people in the chat, stay strong. Know that there's a God that won't quit on you, but you might quit on him. But always remember, his word stands till the end of time. So at the end of the day, keep praying, stay strong. Pray for your children. Pray for your brothers and sisters. Hold the line, don't fold. And always know that God is over everything and in control of all things. And with that being said, y'all have a blessed evening. Big Bob, next time you jump on live, I hope to jump back in with you. Have a great evening, my brother.
Oh,
Enjoy the
definitely.
rest of your week, man, and God bless you and your family.
You always welcome here, man. And this is what we need. We need a strong line of men to come up on these panels and speak for us. We need a strong line of men to come out and speak for us. We can't lay down and
Facts.
watch our brothers suffer. We have to stand with our brother. We have to stand up for our brother because we know that we can be in our brother's shoes at any given time of day. So for you to come on here alongside me, I had people messaging me, Big Vi, when you coming on? It's been a minute since I've been on live. People, Big Vi, when you coming on? I ain't been saying nothing. I've been laying low. But after I seen so many people asking me when I was coming on, I said, man, I gotta come on and say something for my people. Because I always bring a positive word for my people when I come on here. And tonight, you was that positive word. You was that inspiration. You just gave a positive message for the people to maintain the course. God is always in control. As long as we remember that, everything else gonna fall in place, man. We gonna have order around here. We gonna have order around here. Salute my big bro Malik. But you know, a lot of people, I salute all of the people who reached out to me today. I salute all the people who reached out to me today, asking me to come on, asking me was I gonna do a live. I mean, y'all may not know for the last 2 to 3 days I've been dealing with back pain, back problems. I've been down. You know, I've been down, having to go to the emergency room. My back has been killing me. I've been out of work, you know, but I'm feeling a lot better than what I was feeling. And I'm back. I'm trying to get myself back to where I was before. So I've been down a little bit. But guess what? I'm not out. I may have been down, but I wasn't out. And when I saw people messaging me, asking me, was I going live? Was I going to talk about this situation that took place? I knew I had to come on and say something. I just had to gather my thoughts and gather what I wanted to say so I can give y'all a message of hope, give y'all a message to stay strong. You know, I'm pushing through this back pain right now as I speak, but I came on here for y'all, for my people, to let y'all know right now ain't the time to be down. Right now ain't the time to be sad. You know, right now is a time that we knew that we would have to come, that this time will come. And right now is the time to be strategizing and coming up with a new game plan is how we going to get through, how we going to deal with this ongoing battle. Bet, Brother Malik. And we'll chop it up offline, Brother Malik. Sir, thank you. Man, I thank each and every one of y'all for believing in me, being the young man that I am, and I'm able to come on here and speak in such a way to y'all that y'all believe in me and y'all ask me to come on and give y'all words of encouragement. I really appreciate that. Like, bad as I was hurting today, to see people asking me to come on live, to see people asking me to go live, you know, that gave me motivation to get up. They gave me motivation to move around. I say my people need me. My people need me. My people need to hear something from me. And I gave y'all my word. And my word is that it's not over. We can't quit. We can't give up. If y'all believe in the prayers that y'all praying, y'all will see results. You know, right now is just the beginning of the fight. This is phase one. This phase has to go. This phase had to happen. We had to get past this phase. Now it's on to the next phase. We on to the next phase. We don't give up. We don't stop moving. We keep on progressing. You know, bad as my back hurt me, guess what? I don't give a fuck about that. I got people out there who need to hear me speak. I got people out there who need to hear my voice. I got people that need to know that I stand with y'all. I stand with y'all. I stand for y'all. And that we can be together, and that we can stay together. If we can stand together in unity, if we can stand together in unity and stop all the back and forth, stop all the bickering, stop all the shit that's been going on for the last 3 years, man. Even today, during this man's sentencing, man, people are still at the courthouse with the bullshit. People are still with the bullshit, still with the drama, still after seeing one of these people off these social media influencers get locked up and put into this case. People are still with the same shit. People are still with the drama. What is it gonna take for y'all, for those people that's out here with that nonsense, to understand that these people are watching? These people are watching for a reason. And just like they got that person, they're going to come and get another person. They're going to continue to come and get us because we don't know how to conduct ourselves. If you acting a damn fool, who's going to take you serious, right? When people go to a zoo and see monkeys swinging from tree to tree, jumping all around, who's taking that monkey serious? They laughing, they like, they entertained by it, right? When we out here acting a fool, arguing with each other, going back and forth, this, that, and the third, these people are entertained by that shit. They not taking us serious. But like I said a while ago, united we stand, divided we fall. I know everybody is not close. I know everybody don't get along. I know everybody ain't friends. I know everybody ain't cool. But at this point in time, it's about unity. It's about unity. Then, bro, you gonna have to call me, Malik, cause I'm finna get up off here, cause I gotta try to move around right quick, cause I feel my back getting a little tight. So I'm about to get up and move around a little bit. But it's all about unity, man. Malik, when I get up off here, man, hit me up, bro. United we stand, divided we fall, man. Trust me. United we stand, divided we fall. That's it, that's all, man. It's all about unity. Until tomorrow, I may not be coming on tomorrow. Dana J say he'll be on tomorrow at about 6. So we can catch Dana J on tomorrow at about 6 o'clock. I'm quite sure everybody, other people will be on. Shout out to Hollywood. Shout out to Levi. Shout out to Sharon, my sister Prima Donna, Sky Zone, Fantasia, Georgia Girl, Miss Lady T, Brooke Valentine, Pieces of the Puzzle, Senator Sane, Dana J, Sky Life, man, Miss Angie. I mean, that's it, bro. That's it. If I left anybody out, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to these pain pills that I'm taking. And with that being said, man, y'all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna get through the night best way I can. I'm gonna get through the night the best way I can. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I love each and every one of y'all, man. Let's stay together, man. Let's pray together, stay together, man. Courtney Love, shout out to you, and shout out to all. Man, when I tell y'all something, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I haven't been on live in probably about a week or two. I haven't did a live about a week or two. But I put a post up on my community wall, man, and to see people asking me, Big Vi, are you going live? Man, when I tell y'all people, y'all don't know how that touched my heart to see people asking for me to come live. You know what I'm saying? Like people asking, Big Vi, you coming live? You coming live? And y'all know I only come live and give my opinion on what I see, because I'm not closely involved with any of the things that are going on, but I give my opinion from my observation. So to see people coming to ask me, Big Vi, you going live? Big Vi, go live. Man, I appreciate that for y'all. I appreciate that from y'all, because y'all motivated me. Because I was in a place to where I didn't even want to do it. I didn't want to do it. So to each and every one of y'all that reached out to me and asked me to go live, man, I appreciate y'all. Can't thank y'all enough. Until next time, man, Big Vi out. I appreciate it.